peace in me.
Yeah.
You know that. They kill our boys, right? They toss our women, they intimidate our children, they make our lives fearful. Instead of being a force to protect us, they become a force to intimidate us. Control us.
Yeah.
Testify with respect to experiences. First, we're going to be treated. Really. Oh, Eric, where are you?
Fear is at the root of this tree, bearing death in the form of the rotten fruit that we see, providing more proof that we be miles away from equality. In a country where a man can hunt me and follow me, provoke me, let bullets swallow me, dim my light, then let their media point its finger, not at him, but my life. See, I'm on trial, guilty of being a child who defended my rights. Wish they could pretend that I'm white and let me stand my ground. Yet instead, my skin is brown, and in that, my sin is found. And I am guilty as charged, executed by men and women at large, who pretend a jury of my peers existed in blind eyes and deaf ears that are raised up and kept in fear, shaped by years of the hate they create and they rear in this racist state of American culture that raised men to wait like prey or vulture, praying in hot to tear apart my black flesh. See, they fear and attack my dress. Stress, I wore a hoodie, like how could he? Questioning the value of our lives by how good we behave, as if Facebook pics gave a right to treat us as slave and kill at will, take my life to the grave, as if we ain't the same. They see me as the sinner, and what a Zimmerman, ain't he a killer? Damn, he had the right to provoke the fight, take away my parents' hope, take life, then take flight, free from the judgment. Lady Justice, I just wonder where your love went.
In the Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County, Florida, State of Florida versus George Zimmerman. Verdict: we the jury find George Zimmerman not guilty. So say we all four-person.
Sad, yet I recognize and realize without work our words are worthless. So I struggle through this hurt and search for words to unearth this dirt, this pain. Feeling nothing has changed, this US is still insane and inhumane. See, until men no longer kill, we will still feel the shame. Their justice is so lame and unreal because it is still just us. So trust us, we cannot deal with this insanity. See, Lady Justice, just let another man kill another young black man. You see, these US trees bear strange fruit, and this culture of racism builds fear at root as another man aims, shoots, kills youth. Like Emmett Till, Trayvon Martin's blood spills, and his mom's heart is ill and has not healed, cause Lady Justice is still out sick or on a holiday. Like Billy sang of lynchings that are still in style today. I pray for a change, why I cry and try to make peace with this pain, but this racism is so ingrained in the American brains, like a stain from Abel or Cain. It's not a fable, I aim to break free from their chains.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
Appreciate that, but Erik Andrade, who's over here trying to type things out, but Erik Andrade, like, this all started with you, man. This all started with you.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that. It started way before we even came here, I feel like. So, like,
I like that one.
you know, like, really, like, things have a way of working out, and then the future, some of it has been shown to us, I feel like, and because it's been shown to us, it's like there's another hand that's writing our story, and we as a living being are so interconnected with so many different people. That's why it was so important for me to have like the people I have with me today here, it's like I feel like the energy of the love and respect and the creativity and just the family vibe and just that, pureness and that commonality that we all have in terms of all being people that come through adversities and at the same token, we're born into a reality where, we are the masters of our reality, and how we respond to the environment is up to us. Like Djony was saying earlier, no ceilings, and like what Ruckus's interview, the message Calph was bringing, and the young man that came in here before, Little Jeff.
Yeah, it's tied in perfectly.
Yeah.
It's tied in perfectly. We're all here on a mission. We just got to find our truth. I think that's the most important thing now, is to find your truth and walk in it. Just walk in it, and the door can get closed on your face so many times, like DJ Ruckus was saying, but kick it down. Like, what the hell? Kick it down. Instead of being a thug on the streets, be a thug for your own corporation, for your own business. You are your own business, and you have to carry that energy forward.
Yeah.
And you've been an artist for several years.
Yeah.
For several years. Tell us a little bit about your story, because recently, I don't know if you guys know, but he ran for student committee, right?
For school committee,
The
yeah.
school committee. And that takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of motivation, It takes a lot of believing in yourself. And I think the entire community believes in you. And just tell them your story, because I just want them to see how, you can come from one thing and become something so great. And even though it doesn't fit in that box of what people think is great, it's still great, because out of all these things that's happened in your life, we've gotten this. And even if it's just one show for today, we've made a difference today.
I mean, I feel I don't even know how to even answer that kind of question, because like a proper storytelling takes time, you know what I mean? And that's a long story. And it's a story I haven't even found an answer to. Like, I'm still on a journey. Like, I feel like I'm just uncovering pieces of myself. I'm just learning to stop being honest with pieces of myself. Like, we had a conversation about, like, just all these different energies, coming to terms with it, coming to terms with your suffering, your pain. To be honest, the reason I'm here at Synchronicity is about July. I had stopped performing back about 4 or 5 years back. I was performing, and I was starting to get recognized through that performance. And doors was about to start opening, and fear was getting conquered, and I stopped. I had a child and moved away, and invested myself in that relationship and sacrificed willingly, like not a victim, a volunteer. You know what I mean? My art and myself, and compromised so much of myself that I lost myself.
And that happens to everybody on the day-to-day,
Yeah.
And it's really important to just rise up from that. And you rose up from that.
Yeah, like what's crazy is like I performed this summer at an event, the Third Eye Open. When I was performing, my heart was beating through my chest like ridiculously, like. And when I got done, I was just like, damn, yo, for my heart to react like that, I know that's something I love, and it doesn't do that for anything else I've done. And I was like, this is what I love to do, and I was like, I got to do this.
Not to mention, you just recently opened up for Mos Def.
Yeah.
Like, hello, Yeah, it drives me crazy because he's such a humble person. No,
Absolutely.
he's like too humble sometimes. It's just like, wow, like you got so much going on for yourself. You're such a special character, and you need to let the world see that.
Yeah, I feel like that's what we need to do. That's
Yeah.
what we need to do. Expose ourselves to ourselves and just, like, go. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it was good to have these people here, because I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a message and that I needed to hear coming from you, but there's also, that's a message I want to bring to my peoples, is like,
Yes.
and that they've been bringing it to me already. Like, my cousin, Djony, Justin, Abdul. Like, even building with Ruckus a couple times when I talked to him, like, the day I came down to Music Fiend was like,
That's a good story. Talk about synchronicity, right?
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Explain to them what happened.
Yo, I was going through a crazy relationship, the end of that relationship that I sacrificed the music for, and I performed that day, and my daughter's mother, Jennifer DeBarros, she runs Third Eye, and we ended up talking to each other, and because of the relationship of my work, I ended up with her the whole day, helping out, and at the end of that time, I was like, yo, I just put in like 20 plus hours helping her. What have I done for myself today? And it was like I just got out of work. I was moving shit all day, and I got home and I looked on the computer on Facebook, and I saw a show being advertised for the Spot Underground, and it was a slam. And I was like, I need to go back out and find that heartbeat again, and put myself in that environment so that creativity could start flowing. And I came down. As a matter of fact, I called Calph that night. It was like one of the first nights me and him got up. And I called him, and we had just met, and he was down the road, and I brought this other young brother, Randall, and your cousin, Randall Martin, and we came down here, and we got to the spot, and the lights was off. And I was like, damn, I dragged these dudes out here. I'm looking in the phone. I'm like, yo, what's good? There was supposed to be this poet, Frederick Douglass, coming down. He's done big things. I wanted to see what he was about, get inspired from him. And it was off. So I was like, damn. I checked the date, and it wasn't until, like, October. I ended up going to that.
Interestingly enough, it's just funny how you saw it, you read it, and it said this date. But then when you came down here, it was a totally different date.
Yeah.
And it caused what?
It caused me to start thinking about what to do with these dudes, and I was like, yo, maybe there's an open mic at the Roots Cafe or something. So we started walking. As we were walking, I was like, yo, there's a show downtown called Music Fiend. I want to get on that show. And as
Set the intention.
As I said that, I looked up, and all of a sudden it was right there, and I was like, yo, this is the spot, Music Fiend, I was talking about. And as I said that, I looked in the thing, and I saw this dude, Djony, that was at the La Soul show I did in East Providence 2 years before. He came out, gave me dap. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was just talking about that. He was like, yo, he invited me on the show. The dude that had the show interviewed me. He, after the show, invited me to come back and be a host on his show on Third Society Radio on Mondays. And I've been on there since August, every Monday.
Wow.
And now I got a show.
This?
Yeah.
And now this. And now you'll be changing the world one person at a time. Because I know all you people out there have been changed today. I know that. I know I've been changed. And how about you guys? Do you feel changed being here today?
Definitely crazy.
Yeah, there was just like the energy was just so crazy. There was so much information. And there was the vibes are just, out of control, and just to see like all the talent that we have. Like we need to believe in ourselves and push forward on that. And I want to give you guys a chance to believe in Erik. I want to give him the opportunity to do some of his poetry. He's on point, and I'll let his creativity speak for itself.
Okay. Word. So do it right here?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what's fitting for...
Whatever comes to mind.
All right. I am not the son of man, though a son I am. You see, my father's father fathered the son. I am the daughter of light. My mother's mother mothered my life, so I am brother to night and sister to dawn. The earth, it grants my wish with a kiss of bliss in the form of the wind. That is where we begin, not where we were born. From words I will birth my form, meaning my info is formation, because information is creation. I am a living state of being. I am I, the eye that gave I its vision. I am I, the eye that enslaved I to prison. I am I, the eye that forgave I for sin, and I have paved my beginning, and I shall create my end. I have romanced my destiny and made fate my friend. Oh, so I could recreate my state from a date I call then. And then we are nowhere, which is now here. So now here that we know there is no fear, because everywhere we go there is only one. All in one or all alone. So call my son my daughter, and daughter my son. Out of chaos there must come order, so order has just begun. You see, I male is she male, because he male is female. You see, we hail from the same path to trail. Check the math, don't fail to see there are two sides to each coin. The yin and the yang, they each join, just as dawn returns to light, as the day it turns to night. Meanwhile, the human soul, it learns to write, not only wrong, but song and dance. If we are pawns, let's advance and become the king. Then become everything or no thing, which is something, because if it is defined, then it is confined by linguistics. This is the irony of the empty void that was spoke of by mystics. You see, we are somebody and nobody at the same time. We are the universe, we all share the same mind. We are the pen and the pad as it writes me. We are authors and readers of a truth that excites me. We are the Alpha and Omega, the new beginning and end. We are the Mother, the Daughter, the Holy Ghost, Horus, Allah, and whomever you find Holy Most High. We are I and I that shall die and be born again. The sun that shall set and rise at dawn, my friend. You see, this is our life in entirety. We are caught in this illusion of society that got us confusing our anxiety with our reality. Our life is worth more than just salary. It's pure energy that heats our blood. And death, our physical, greets the mud. Free from these streets that thug watches my mind. It sweeps the rug that only hides your dirt. Our joy coincides with hurt that only lies and flirts with reality and its cause. I follow nature, her laws. Rules of men, all flaws, thinking they defeating with war, mistreating the poor. These streets ain't yours. Some greet the doors of opportunity and fate. I debate why they just hate, try to control my state of mind. Read between the lines, all I seen was signs, different scenes and times. Wisdom, it cleans the grime that blocks my shine. My Glocks, my mind is cocked and ready. I cut lies like confetti, cause the truth is my machete. Echoing words that burn like gas from Getty, yet I never pumped the brake. I just forever dumped the fake that proved they snakes, so I watch every move they make with amazing vision. I went from spending days in prison, nights in slumber, now I watch the lights and thunder storm out my window. My heaven, it was born out that limbo, that in-between state between my love and my hate was like a figure eight that cycled for eternity. But I am the one that directs his course certainly. I am the one that decides what is hurting me in a time in which his pain is deserting me. You see, that is the power of mine. Whether rain, shower, or shine, every hour divine. So why cower, just climb towards the sun. Keep your mind on the fun, never the sad. Always the good, never the bad. And forever just have inner peace. And let this load decrease off your back. And then let this matrix crack into a million pieces. This is knowledge not found in a college thesis. This is life in its purest form. So death to their lies, let our truth be reborn.
Boy, whoa.
Y'all get that? Did y'all get that?
I have to rewind
This
that.
is like some next level stuff, and this is where we're trying to go. And I know there's so many people, there's so many of you who are on the same level looking for a way out, and we're going to be here to guide you. And I hope you visit us next week at the same time, Sunday at 4 o'clock, to be here and join us in this great discussion. And we're going to have plenty of artists. We're going to have plenty of poets, politicians maybe. Who knows? We don't even know what it's going to bring. But all we know, all we know is that it's going to be magical. And we're going to change everything, one person at a time. Your change, so go and help change somebody else. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah. I bet you ain't know this was coming. It's for the real. It's for the shout out Erik Andrade. Follow me on this one. Say hello to Mr. Recess, the aftermath of back cuts, making sure we eat next, cause we just might end it all off the deep end. These dark nights got us close to jumping off the heat ledge, trying to do right like 3 lefts around the block, where mothers planning grocery shopping around the rocks, and dad's gone so the kids run around a lot, and the cereal Albert couldn't have it when they found the pops. Now ain't that a slap in the face? Maybe that's why we find our own way of slapping the bass, huh? Look, we just the product of the slow jams, idolizing Ninos and chasing after low hands with no hands. Just a plastic bowl with a sippy straw, some 2% and roll just floating in the Captain Store brand. And they wonder why I stick to the program. What type of question is that, huh? Maybe cause my dreams exceed the block and I'ma show them that you can never hold us back. Ain't no crying over here so you can have your soda back. I'd much rather lead them to leave the corner for a cul-de-sac. Why? Cause I own that. Coming up where I'm from, it's kinda hard to hold it back. And they wonder why we get a little bit and know it's flash. So we was left in the dark, so all we know is that. So a nigga could never be in the picture without the flash. Think about it, you only got one shot, so don't blink upon it. Keep your eyes wide open and please don't slip upon it. You might just fall into a trap. Chasing T just always been the calling of a rat. We went from Panthers to Rhodes, they came after Huey, and now we all cooking up, I guess we ratatouilles. Turning welfare checks to come back money, cause that tax money goes right back as crack money. Yeah.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
This is bigger than me. This for you, and them kids overseas. Cause in you, and all them kids overseas. I see me, I just took a chance to do it, yeah. And I made it about the projects. Funny thing is I'm struggling more in my apartment. About to change the world and I'm just getting started. So we'll see what happens when he breaks. The world's mine.
If I had a chance to rewrite my wrongs, I believe I would rewrite my songs with words that weave light like dawn's early rise, opening my heart and letting my thoughts open my eyes with the truth spoken, with no lies. See, I'm hoping I could be more open, my heart no longer broken, as I try to paint pictures of poetry from my pain past, scripting together pieces of peace like stained glass. I would name past my future, look back at now, and sow seeds from the trees that bear the fruit of my labor. Looking outside, I would see inside, finding my own reflection in the eyes of my neighbor. A survivor, no longer a slave to my ego. I would balance my equations, making all sides equal as I deal with the karma that I gave to other people. Peeping through the small peephole, seeing inside the deep soul that speaks and keeps whole in perspective. Realizing to realize, letting the truth reveal I truly feel, eyes only scratch the surface. So I seek to speak words that serve much more purpose, as I expose why I chose to rebirth to this earth's surface. Digging deep beneath the dirt and the hurt, I search for the right words that might right my wrongs. As my truth brings light like the dawn's early rise, this I provide as my Quran or my Bible, the place where my spirit lives on and finds survival after my time is gone and my vitals cease to be. See, in my words, I give you a piece of the peace in me.